What's up, dudes and dudettes? It's your man, Evan B, broadcasting live from the Butt Cave. And tonight I'm bringing you another episode of my thrifting series. This is where I go to thrift stores, I gather up Nerfy treats, and I bring them before you to offer as sacrifices to the Nerf gods. It has been a while since I've made a Nerf thrifting video, and so as such I have a pretty ridiculous pile, but definitely some interesting treats that lie within. So without any further ado, let's just go ahead and crack on into it. I'm just going to start taking stuff off the pile, so this is in no particular order. It's been a while since I gathered this stuff, so some of this stuff's been sitting in boxes and I haven't seen it in a while, like since I bought it. So some of that could be as long as like a month, 6 weeks ago. Here's an Aerostorm. I don't know if it doesn't function or if it's got a pretty squeaky draw, but I don't know. I've been kind of interested in doing like integration stuff lately, and I always hate leaving vintage blasters, even if they're broken, because so often people are looking for stuff like this for collections or whatever. It's just kind of nice to have it handy in case somebody else wants it or needs it for their collection. Plus, I can always make some trades doing stuff like that. So, let's see what's next. I got two red flavored Big Bad Bows. One of these came from the Goodwill outlet. The other one came from a buddy of mine, a guy here in Dayton who's also a Nerf collector, who I guess brought it by my work one day when I wasn't there and left it for me. But Brandon Hawk, thanks for the Big Bad Bow. Much appreciated. So I always like to have those, man. I've got a lot, and I will continue to grow that collection if possible. I like modifying Big Bad Bows. It's like super easy, and it makes for a super fun kind of primary blaster. And IC style blaster. Here I've got two 18-round mags that I paid 29 cents for, so that's pretty sweet. Also in that bag is a 49-cent night finder. It must have been a slow day, because I don't really pick up night finders so much anymore, but I don't know, sometimes I have to get them just to feel like I acquired something on my thrifting trips. Make it feel worthwhile. Let's see, what do I got in here? Here's a bag inside of a bag. Alright, looks like in here we've got 12 replacement rounds for a power popper. Those are for like the little piggies and stuff. The animals that pop them out of their nose, and also, you know, several other blasters from that Hog Wild company. So I paid $1.50 for a box of 12 of those balls at I think this was at Valley or Village Discount Outlet. Oh, and we hit the recycling. All right, inside this next bag, this is a Goodwill bag, and this came from the Goodwill on East Dorothy Lane, and it looks like grand total I spent 69 cents in toys there. So for that 69 cents, oh, I got these in package Boomco rounds. I actually went back to that same thrift store several times, and they kept setting out more Boomco rounds, so I'd pick them up, but they were 69 cents a piece. Here's a couple dart tag eliminators. Here's a bag of Tagger rounds, a little mesh pouch full of Tagger rounds. A yellow 79-cent old long shot clip. I keep a lot of these. I have that Red Scare, which is my Sentinel, and I really like using these in that Sentinel because they are they match the color scheme without painting them, so I like it. 29-cent pair of eyewear. Here we have, I don't know. Oh, wait, where's the price tag? It's $3.99, Nitron. I don't know if this one works or not. The batteries might be dead on it. But, I got tons of Nitrons, but, I don't know, for the price, I felt like adding to the Nitron collection. Again, it's kind of like if somebody's like, hey man, can you come off a Nitron? I can be like, well, yeah, of course I can. I have like 7 of them. So, plus some of it's a little bit of OCD collecting. Here's a Retaliator that's got the It's a blue flavor Retaliator that's got the barrel. I actually had another full Retaliator stock barrel, and it had a magazine in it. I paid $1.99 for this one, by the way. But down at a Cane War, one of the neighborhood kids was there, and we were playing with. A bunch of people were playing. It was one of the Cincinnati area Nerf enthusiast Cane Wars, and this kid kept jamming this Retaliator and kept bringing it to me like, I don't know what I did. I don't know what I did. So I showed him very slowly how to like reload it and how to prime it and how to fire it and prime it again and complete the actions and he just kept messing it up and finally I said to him, I was like, listen, if you can make it through the rest of this battle without jamming this blaster again, I will let you have it. And sure enough, he never came and bothered me again. So at the end of the day, I told him he could have the blaster. Here's one of those Rebel bows. I can't remember what these are called, but they fire the actual arrows, which I don't think I have in this pile, but I found a ton of the 3 arrow refill packs for 80 cents a piece at Meijer. I ended up buying like 5 of them because my wife likes those, and she's Katniss everything, I guess. Also in the bow, so far it's been a lot of bows, Arrow Storms and Big Bad Bows. Here's a Thunder Bow that works. I don't have any arrows in it, but I think I paid 79 cents for this. I can't remember exactly where I got that one. Here is an AirTech 2000 that I think is broken. Yeah, you can hear it. The tank is leaking. But, I could either, I guess, fix that or ravage that for parts. What else we got? Oh, yeah. This was one of the days I went to... there's a ton of this. Then I went to Goodwill, and they had a bunch of Boomco darts for sale. So I bought, like, a cubic crap ton of Boomco darts. Which is good, because I have a ton of Boomco blasters to do unboxings for. I've been buying them lately, and yeah, I'll share those unboxings with you soon. Here's a 29-cent dart tag blaster. So yeah, it's good to have a bunch of Boomco ammo because between Wacom and Boomtendo, I've been kind of turned on to Boomco lately. Here's an Air Warriors Air Max Boss that it looks like I paid 69 cents for. So even when those were on crazy sale at Walmart recently, they certainly weren't 69 cents. So I really want to do an integration with a Boss to something else, but I haven't really figured out how to do it without it looking really stupid. So that should be coming eventually. I think it might be easier to just use the Mega Magnus because you don't have to worry about the clip system that way. I don't remember what this Nerf blaster is called, and I paid 29 cents for it, but it is a little Nerf, 1998. I imagine it fires old school Megas. I guess I could test that real quick. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. One more. And it doesn't look like it's wanting to fire this. Oh, there it goes. So I don't know what this blaster's called, but I ended up getting, for 29 cents a pop, I think I got 3 of them. I did. So that was like one day where that was all I found except for a 75 pack of blank Pogs for use with the Pog milk cap maker. This is from 1995, and the package was all sealed, and it looks like it at some point had been, I don't know if it came stapled together like this, but the whole package is at the very least put back together with staples, and it looks like they're all in here, but I just thought that was funny. I was buying, and this is to be used with the official World Pog Federation milk cap maker. They used to get, I remember when I was a kid, man, we were serious about Pogs. I lived in Florida at the time, and Pogs were like the jam. They were everywhere. Here's a 29-cent broken Eagle Eye. I do not have an Eagle Eye in the collection, so even in its just awful, horrible shape. Like it's missing whatever covers this light up here. I don't know what other accessories and stuff. It looks like there's places that things can be clipped on. But I don't know. This one might be functional too. We'll fire that same dart and see. Oh man, yeah, it's still got some kick to it. So I like bolt action stuff, and yeah, nice. So there's my broken eagle eye. That's not really broken. All right, in this bag I have looks like from the same thrift store, but definitely a different day. Here is a 29-cent Warthog that appears to function too. I don't know. Man, this one Mega Dart that was sitting on that secret shot is getting a workout. That didn't work. Let's try it again. Oh, this dart is not fitting in here, so maybe this is not the ammunition that this thing took. But it's a cool looking blaster. I didn't have one, and now I do. So it looks like it has an interesting action. Like, I don't know, maybe it's some kind of reverse plunger, but it's pretty sweet. I don't know. I need to open that up and get in there. 29 cents. Who cares if I mess it up? All right. Let's crack into this is a wooden crossbow that I found at the Goodwill outlet. And I like it because I can fire elite darts with it. Let me grab an elite dart here. It has another suction cuppy big dumb arrow that I don't know where it is right now, but it will fire an elite dart. So and it doesn't fire them super hard, and they kind of like helicopter, but it's fun. It's fun to shoot the guys at work with anyway. Here I have a gyro strike that I paid $1.99 for, and it seems to work fine. It didn't have any of the stuff that a gyro strike is supposed to have. This is all it had, but it does that rev thing. So if I can find the other pieces eventually, I would love to have a complete gyro strike, but I'm not holding my breath on that one. Here is a Spy Kids rocket launcher I got, which these things are sweet. They could be very easily singled down to fire regular elite darts out the end, or they will just joyously fire the demolisher missiles, and it'll actually store another demolisher missile in there pretty easily. I don't have another one handy. I fired off my only one to demonstrate that with. But this thing is cool. I really like it. I have no idea what I'm going to do with it yet. It's not just going to be this forever. It'll probably be part of something else. I'm not sure what yet, but it just seems to me like it's begging to be under another blaster, MBA. Better demolisher. Yellow Supermax 3000 appears to get a seal ski, and so that's pretty sweet. I like those. I've butchered them before. I've fixed them before. So here is a Guardian crossbow. I think friends of my channel. Man, I still do not have my Guardian crossbow that I modded. It's a chopped down one, kind of based on that Wallcom video. But I've done one of those before, so anytime I find these, I grab them, because eventually that'll be something that I give to somebody as a chopped down Guardian crossbow. Speaking of, there is another one. So neither one of them have price tags on it, but because I have an inbox one, I can't imagine. Ooh, there's the other. That's the arrow for the wooden crossbow. Wait, I gotta show this, because this thing is, oh, it's so dumb. And I found it at the Goodwill outlet, and I found in one bin, and I was like, oh, that's like a lawn dart. That's dumb. But I was carrying it around, like whacking it onto stuff, and here we go. You know what? I'll just fire it up into the That's what that does. So yeah, that is a dumb toy, but I really enjoyed playing with it. Ooh, this is all. I must have got that the same day I got all this stuff, because this is all like an assorted bag of Goodwill stuff. There's a Dark Tag vest. Looks like a 6-round mag. But this all came from just the bins, just bin hunting. A couple pairs of eyewear. Mag Strike clip, actual clip. There's a Recon front barrel, which are great as a barrel, but also great for a variety of projects. Looks like we have a Praxis here that it's not firing, but it just means it's not loaded. 6-round magazine. Are these the 10-round clips magazines for these? But it looks like I paid $2 for that. So sweet. This must have been a sad day, because this is a 99-cent Airzone. I don't know. It looks like a Tech 10 kind of, but there's apparently 2 of them in this bag, so I must have had like a real slow thrifting day and felt like I had to take home something. One's black, one's blue. They must come in a 2-pack. Here is a, what are these, Fire Strikes? Or no, Fireflies? Fire. Why do I always mess this up? Does it not say it on the blaster? That must be it. Anyway, you know what this is. Firefly. The Rev 8. Y'all know what that is. Adam made the coolest Firefly integration with his Stryfly that I've seen, so it's Pepto-Bismol pink. Here is a Laramie. It's a 1992 Super Soaker of some sort. The label's gone, so I want to say like 200, but I may be completely wrong there. But pretty sweet 92 Laramie Super Soaker. No clue if it works. I haven't put water in it, but this will probably just get hung up on the wall. I had plenty of these Super Soakers back in this era, because that's when I was 9 years old. 92, I'd have been 9. So chances are I had that Super Soaker then. Here is a big... This is where we're going to get into, like, I've been out of the game for a while, because... Oh, this is the Razorback. It's a Nerf Max Force. It's 1994 Kenner. And I think if I had the belt for the front of it might totally work. It might also just make a ton of noise. I probably should dig up. I know I've got a belt that will work for this. But I don't know. I paid 99 cents for this. So I don't know. Maybe it could house the internals with something else. But I mean, definitely like an XBZ or something. But yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting piece, that's for sure. It's got this like ornate filigree kind of 90s pattern. It looks real like big and crazy steampunk, future punky kind of. I don't know. I guess with this maybe the intention was some kind of like Mad Maxian steampunk, but it definitely 90s is all get out. But I don't know. I like the shape a lot. It was 99 cents, and so I grabbed it. I have never seen one before. That was the other thing. So if you have, or if you know anything about them, please hit me up in the comments. Ooh, I got a message from Walcom. I wonder what Walcom says. Let's go ahead and take Walcom's message while we're doing this. Walcom says, I got a question. I wonder if it'll keep recording while I respond to this. Oh, man. This makes for good TV. Alright, I sent Walcom back a question mark. Let's see what Walcom's question is. Maybe we'll get an answer while we're still recording this thrifting video. Here's another Nitron. Again, no clue if it works or not. Oh, you know what? I think I do know if this one works, because I think I stuck my finger up in it. Finger up in its guts. Oh, how do you do that with these? Anyway, I'm pretty sure I somehow made this go in the store, because it was heavy and full of batteries, so I know this one works. It was $1.99. Again with a Nitron. Here's a 49-cent Airjet Power Plus blaster. I don't know if this has any more names to it. It doesn't have any markings on it that indicate another name, so we'll call it the Airjet Power Plus, but I think it must have some other name. 49 cents for this guy. And it doesn't really seem to work. It gets resistance, and it kind of pops the clip up. This is obviously some kind of predecessor to the Mag Strike, because it functions really similar to a Mag Strike, but see that it's like the pressure's wanting to blow it out of the. You just can't get it pumped up enough to. Oh, I want this to work so bad. Oh, almost. Oh, hey, it looks like I'm about to run out of tape, so let me pause this for a second, and then we'll continue after some movie magic. Ooh, back. And we're back. And we're back. Alright. So, we just got done talking about this dumb, broken, pre-Mag Strike that is doing, like, something inside that makes it kind of want to work, but then is also experiencing an erect plunger that lasts longer than 4 hours. That was dangerously risque. Alright, we got a long shot. Looks like the clip's in the long shot. Probably the reason why I purchased it, because Lord knows I'm not after any more long shots. Except they have such a cool show. But I really like the clips. Here is a Clear Series Vulcan that I believe I made work somehow, but it's also was on. So I think, yeah. So I know the Clear Series Vulcan works, but I don't think I have any other Clear Series stuff for it. So I might have to make a Franken Vulcan. Maybe I do have some Clear Series stuff for it. I definitely have some of the Sonic series, but here is another Codebreaker crossbow. This one's a little more complete than my last one, but pretty dope. And I still don't remember that code for that, so eh. Here is a Demolisher that had a 10-round modulus clip in it, which, yay hey. I'm assuming it works, but I don't know for sure because I don't have a battery door for it. But actually, Mr. Watson, Steve Watson of Watson Things, he printed me one that's got my name on it. So, and it's an extended battery door. So this one I'm being kind of like strong-armed into doing something with, which I really like the length of this blaster. And my buddy Ben Chapman did a pretty cool integration where he removed this Hamp missile launcher and used a retaliator top to make a foregrip here that also had a rail or a retaliator slide, and it's a pretty sweet kind of like longer strife essentially. And so I'm going to try to do that with it. I'm going to have the extended battery door so I can run at least Rhino 130s with 2S or 3S lipo on them, 2S lipo on them, and this is the first time I've ever had a Demolisher stock, because believe it or not, I've never actually purchased a Demolisher new, even though they've been on hilarious sales. I have like 3 or 4 of them, and I found them thrifting, all of them, and none of them have ever had the stock on it. And one thing I really like about the stock is, and I saw this a lot when I was at NVZ, but it's a good place to store a sock or two for when you're playing HVZ. So it's, while otherwise I would want to get rid of this Hampy Dude just because I have tons of them with it. For my kind of modded one I want to do, I'm going to do just a foregrip down here. But I'll probably some way figure out how to keep the stock and maybe paint it or figure out a way to incorporate it, because it's going to be a thing that holds HVC grenades. So that's the plan with that. What else I got here? Man, I think I've come down to the bare bones bottoms of it. Here is a 12-round magazine. Here is a Nerf dagger that's in pretty decent shape. So that's actually going to get incorporated into my battle vest somehow so I can Rambo up a Nerf knife if I need to. I don't know. I know none of the games that I've ever played allowed for melee stuff. Maybe someday I'll play a game that does. So that'll be my melee guy. Will be all Rambo'd that out. And then last but not least, here is my sawtooth that I found. This I actually found at a flea market, and I bought it from a guy that that's a really cool guy, but I talked to him a lot he's always at the Goodwill outlet, and so he's a dude I kind of hang out with and BS with. But the sawtooth I think is cool because it's a clip-fed blaster, and it's definitely a clip. I don't think I've fired any darts out of this, so this should be fun. I'm going to put it on the second one, because I have a feeling I'm going to mess this up. Ugh. And I keep knocking out, but this is a cool blaster. It's bolt action with a stock. It didn't fire its dart, so bummer. I'm going to give it one more shot. One more chance to redeem itself. We'll do it in the very first shot. And slider clip in. And it seems like it might work if it would line up properly. Let's try. Yeah! All right. So definitely maybe some kind of feeding issue. But, good place to start from. It sort of works. I think I've seen people integrate stuff into the front of this, and this somehow house, or work it out so that this will house an Elite mag. I don't know. I guess with some shaving and a little bit of fandangling, you probably house a strife up there somehow and have a pretty cool, like, old school feeling strife. So I don't know. This is the only one of these I have. I think it's complete. I mean, it's got the stock. I don't see any missing attachments that might fit on it, and I've got the clip. So with some darts, I would say that this is in a pretty good shape, complete sawtooth. So this probably won't get mangled for anything, and this will be part of the vintage collection. So, all right, guys. Well, that is all she wrote in my box. I guess we could go take a walk over to the cabinet and see some of the... come along with me, and let's go over and check out some of the, I don't know, bargain buys and new blaster buys I've gotten recently, because there's some cool stuff over here. Oh man, it's a little dark. Hold on. Let's get a little light up in this situation. I took that overhead light out because it was flickering a bunch, and now I wish I wouldn't have done that, because I don't think that there's enough light for you to see in the cabinets otherwise. But I got this handy flashlight. Let's see, are there any deals and or steals? It's hard for me to keep track of what all's in here. I don't think I see anything that you guys haven't seen before. I guess there's a big pile you can see right through there and back in here. Those packages of arrows I got. Some stuff coming up as far as unboxings. There's the Walking Dead Andreas blaster. I did get a Roto Fury on a day where it was marked down really low. It was like marked down to like $14, and then it had 50% off. So I got that Roto Fury for like $7, which was a pretty solid score. I drove all the way to Huber Heights, which is about 45 minutes from where I'm normally at, to pick up a $7 Roto Fury. But a buddy of mine that I work with went up there and got $5 Modulus ECS 10 kit. And so I went up there to try to get one of those $5 Moduluses. They were marked down with a little loophole. And there's the Falcon Gauntlet. I think you can see it there. I'm gonna do like a whole big Marvel unboxing one day, because I've got that Iron Man wrist gauntlet, I've got that Falcon thing that I got for $1.50 at Meijer, new in box. And then I've got that Hawkeye bow and arrow. So that's all stuff that's coming. Hey, thank you guys for being... Oh, yeah, there's tons of Boomco stuff in here. So there, I'm going to do a Boomco episode and, you know, have it be kind of all in honor of Senior Boomtendo, who, despite everybody's criticism of that super cool guy, I like Boomtendo. So he's got an interesting channel, and he's passionate about his hobby. So I got respect for that. I don't know if you could tell, I'm like sweating. It's hot in my garage. Should open the door. But all right, guys. So at the risk of this being any more shaky and ridiculous, I'm going to say this is Evan B. Signing off. Thanks so much for your patience, guys, on this thrifting video. It's been a long time coming. Much love, peace, and hair grease. Be super nice to one another. Vote Evan B. Nerf for president 2016 because, hey, couldn't be any worse than the choices you already got. Much love. Bye. Night.